Thursday, and we all know what that means. Yes, a show that almost always starts on time.
Hey!
The show that will never get boring arguing over semantics.
Hey!
Right. It's that show on Thursday with Ziona and Slaygon. Live on Slay Radio.
Is that so?
Hello!
Hi everyone!
Hello!
Hi everyone! We are back. It's the 16th of October and, well, finally there is a Thursday evening when there is a show.
Finally.
Maybe some people
As opposed
don't
to
think
last
so,
week.
but imagine those people that just wanted a calm evening with the rotational and now they don't get it. So sorry about that, guys, on the relays. Right?
Yes.
We are so sorry.
Very sorry to interrupt your evening.
Yes.
I actually didn't check if there was a queue in the rotational. I forgot to check that. I usually check if there's
if there
like
is
a bunch of songs in the queue.
If there is, then the people can hear those tracks after the show. Sorry.
Indeedly, doodly.
3 hours of interruption.
Yeah, it will have forgotten who requested it, the tracks at that point, but still, yes.
It would.
There's a 3-hour span that it kind of rotates throughout the day.
Huh.
So if it's more than 3 hours, because there's a limit on how many tracks you can queue up in the queue.
Yeah.
So the window is the 3 hours and also the amount of tracks.
Okay. So it's it remembers for a while, but then it doesn't.
Exactly.
Okay. Gotcha. And we have something special for you today because
yes, we have something special.
Something special.
Yeah, we have something special.
Wow.
We have a remix news. LaLa has been hard at work and already started working on the next summer edition of that. But the, I guess, pre-summer edition covering the tracks released in June, we will play for you today, and it will also be published on the Slay Radio page, YouTube page, after the show. And we have a new exclusive to play from Shiny 6581 as well.
Yay!
Yay!
Yay! Okay. So yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and I see that there were several things happening on RKO for 2 weeks. So
Indeed.
I don't know what to start with, but I'm tempted to start with something that
the one I queued up already.
You did.
I did.
That is so nice of you.
The thing I played on a loop before starting the show. Did
You
you see
did.
Did you see the thing? No, you didn't.
Okay. Well, you would lose your bet this time.
Well, that's because I told you before that I will start at 8 whether you're here or not.
Yes, and he really did. And I was here. So
Well,
imagine that.
She arrived after I started the intro.
Yes, but I
But
still
yes,
arrived.
You
I
arrived.
still arrived.
Yes, you did, indeed.
Okay. So
So here we are.
here we are. And, well, I guess it seems that here is Mordi, who is back after how many years of silence?
It's been a while.
It's definitely 2 years at least, because, well, he released an Encore 500 track in 2023, but that wasn't, it was for Amiga Remix, obviously. Before that, he did a co-op with Yogeir, and that
wasn't that for the BitLive compo, music compo that they won with?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Like they were definitely. Were they winning? Yes, probably
Yes.
they did win. So
I think they did. Yes.
Yes, and then of course several tracks. Well, not that. Yeah, a lot of tracks from 2022. But after 2022, just a little bit in 2023, which was involving the Encore project, and after that we didn't hear from Mordi.
Yes,
of course,
so welcome
we did hear,
back.
Yes, we did hear from Remix News for a while, but then we didn't hear from Mordi, and we are so happy that he is back because he released this following track that is called Broware.
Fiddly-dum.
This is the Mordi type of fiddly-dum.
Yes.
He has a certain type of finish. Sometimes it's very
Norwegian.
sudden. Norwegian? Is that how you call it?
Certain type of Finnish, certain type of Norwegian.
Yeah, he's a certain type of Norwegian, yes.
He is.
Yes, he is. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, but really nice to have him back. So
Yes,
yeah, very
indeed.
glad to hear that.
Back to his old funky self.
Yeah.
Yes.
Does he have any other self than the funky self?
I do not know.
He has a metal self that
Well,
he
yes.
was pointing out with HDK with their
Into decay.
into decay. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, but
Rock.
so great to have you back, and we are also happy to be back on air after several things have happened.
Yes.
Yes.
Several things.
Yeah, we planned to go back to air last week, but then Slaygon got so sick that he was really in a bad shape when I got back from Hungary last week. So I got back on Wednesday. And then he was like knocked out completely, barely had any voice, coughing every second minute. So I was very surprised that I managed not to catch this from you.
Yeah, well, we kind of like kept coughing and sneezing other directions.
Yeah, but at least that was an achievement. So
Yeah.
well, my new vitamins work. At least that much I know.
Oh yeah, because it's definitely the vitamins.
Well, it helps, right? Sometimes it does help. Sometimes. And yes, Proton, I just discovered my Discord. Yes, thank you very much. Yes, we will still talk
She's
about
had
this.
it for years, but she just discovered it now.
Yeah, exactly. I keep discovering my Discord sometimes after days even of messages, but yes, that's a tendency I have. It's been a while since my young days when I was just jumping on all the messages that I received at the moment when I received them. Did you have such a time span of your life ever?
Like I've mentioned a couple of times, I used to be on like 4 separate IRC networks and about 30 channels on each network. And yes, I did read and respond to every single message I got. And yes, it took 24/7 work to actually be that active. So yeah, had to give it up.
Yes.
At some point.
Yes.
It was just too much. But I do keep on top of the messages for the most part, at least on Discord. So some messages that don't need instant response, I kind of file them away mentally for a bit and think I'm gonna respond to that later because I'm busy doing something else right now. And sometimes I do forget. I'm kind of, forgetful that way.
Yes, he is. So sometimes I try to keep track of those at least that I'm aware of that we need to send a response to. And of course I'm not aware of everything, so...
No, but still, I try.
I know.
But at least it's not 4 different networks with 30 different channels.
No, but on Discord there are sub-channels and that drives me crazy sometimes because especially when I want to send through something on a channel where I was asked to send it, and when you cannot find out of the 15 sub-channels of the server which channel was asking for that particular thing, it even happened to me yesterday. It drives me crazy. I know, I get it that things happen in several threads, but oh god, it's a disaster. But that also happened, like lately it happened at work. I was looking for a conversation in Teams. Not in this group, not in this group, not in this group either. And it turns out that someone called a group chat with 8 people and didn't give a name to the group. And then of course I was like looking through my whole threads and I know I saw this message, where was it? And yeah, then I got angry and I renamed the chat. So this is the topic for now, and please, yes, sorry, but thanks for understanding, kind of. Ever so slightly passive aggressive? No, I'm actually not. No, I'm a very kind person when it comes to work. But
Luna says, pro tip, Control K. What does that do? And on what? Is that on Discord or?
Yeah, we talked about so many things. So what does Control K do? Then we will know, I guess.
is it mark message or something? Like, I don't know.
Maybe it jumps between the stuff, but I'm gonna. Oh, here's just command. Where would you like to go? That's very handy in Discord. If you press Ctrl K, where would you like to go? Well, here's the thing. If I know which sub-channel it is, then...
Well, that's not really helpful.
Yeah, but then it helps when I know where I want to go. But when I don't know where exactly the message was that I need to respond to, and I read it, but I did not respond it, then the problems start. That's how it is. But I guess we need to live with this. So
difficult.
Decision fatigue, it is called. And
no,
if you have...
it is not.
What?
It's not a decision fatigue when you don't know where a message ended up.
That is
decision
not.
fatigue is when you have too many decisions to make.
Thank you, Captain Obvious. What I wanted to say, if you have 10 or 15 choices, you start to have this decision fatigue, and it's a psychological thing, and UX designers know this very well because they keep telling that give people 3 options, that won't confuse them. If you give them 5 options, their response time grows tremendously, and if you give more than that, then it can easily get confusing.
Yes, it can.
That's how it is. But yes. Luna is in 59 channels, used to be more back in the days. Yeah. I remember those times as well.
Proton used to have 50 open channels and 300 private chat windows in his IRSSI screen. Yeah, I kind of stopped, basically stopped doing IRC back in, I don't know, 98, 99, something like that. And did have, kind of exited, when I created the Slay Radio channel on FNet, I kind of fell out of all of the other channels and networks basically around that time. I just felt I didn't have any more energy to do any more of that.
Yeah, I understand you.
Okay.
But we have I0.
We do have I0.
And the fact that we have I0 and there is a request in the list means that the next remix will be an Amiga remix. An Amiga remix. I0 means Amiga remixes. Now, least for now. Yes, and the request is Fabrice GP and Physical Presence Spatial Mix.
Boost GP, Physical Presence.
Original by Yogi and Liljedahl. And this is a track that is on my bucket list. Especially because
So your bucket is upside down?
Why would it be upside down?
Because it's on your bucket list.
Why, how else do you say that? Is it not on my list?
In your bucket, on your list. I don't know, yeah, true.
Not
I was
in my
thinking-
bucket list. Jesus, he wants to educate me and he doesn't even know the correct form of this.
Educate? I was trying to be funny. Then
That
realized
wasn't-
it wasn't funny.
Yes,
Yes, exactly.
yes, thank
I
you.
wasn't trying to educate.
Great that you realize that now. Unbelievable.
Anyway, hello YouTube as well. I take the 5th and 2 Batila. Number 9, thanks. Very nice. I got it from her. This thing, it's like a hoodie, not a jacket.
This is how cold it is.
Yeah,
No, it
for-
is
for
not.
now, for now.
It's not that cold.
Also, Ozan Oskirmizi, Oscar Oskirmizi.
Oskirmizi.
Ozan. And Troppi, number 9, and The Rising Hope are there on the YouTube chatty thingy. The rest of us are on Discord. If you want to join us, you can do that by going to slay.radio/discord. It's also, during live shows, connected to IRC and Twitch. The chats over there. If you want to find us on IRC, you can go to the FNet network. It's the channel Slay Radio on there.
Which is quite abundant by now, but some people are still there. So
Yeah, there's like, I don't know, 50 people in there or something like that.
check.
I'm just about to check.
Not
About
even,
40.
Yeah, wow, that's a lot.
No, not about 40. There is 40.
Wow, that's impressive. Still, that's impressive. MRT is still there.
Yeah.
Huh.
Mr. T.
Which we never knew if it's MRT or Mr. T.
I don't think it's MRT. Because MRT spells or capitalizes every letter.
Ah, yeah.
That's
true.
Mr. T.
Ooh, this is so confusing.
There's a bit of a chat about the olden days of IRC. Who was it? Proton that joined IRC back in the days when there was no channel names yet, just numbers. I popped in briefly at that time, but yeah, didn't really hang around until channel names were a thing. So that would have been early 90s. I was one of the founding members of Linux.se, for instance, on the IRC network. FNet and IRC nets were the same back when I started. Hadn't split to separate networks yet. Now I don't know how big that is. Let's actually I can't be asked to actually go onto that network right now. Anyway,
So
doesn't
lazy.
matter.
So lazy, can't move.
No, it's just I can't be asked to find the servers and yeah, if I join now, a lot of people just gonna start talking at me.
Aww, the shadows of popularity.
No, it's just an old name popping back up. Like,
Oh
I
my
haven't seen
God.
you in yonks, blah blah blah. Because
What
there's
will
bound to be a
happen?
shit bunch of people that are still on there that remember me from like way back when.
And you are afraid of them. That's why you don't
it's,
join.
I don't want to do that mid-show. That's not fun for anyone.
Why would it be fun outside the show?
Well, at least then I can engage.
Aw, would you even?
Yeah, I might. I've been thinking about it.
Aw.
I just can't be asked. It's...
Too old for this shit.
Nah, too not bothered.
Not bothered.
Yeah. I don't. I have other shit to do. I need to start prepping for Big Live. So I need to kind of figure out how to concentrate all of the studio with all the cameras, every piece of equipment in here, and only use this laptop in front of me here for that purpose. So that's going to be fun. Always is. So I need to create a whole new OBS scenes and all of that stuff. So yeah. Anyway, speaking of Bit Live, if you don't know, Fast Loaders will actually be in the UK right before Bit Live, a couple of weeks before.
Yes, 8th of November.
Yes,
in Leicester.
I posted the link on Discord there. It's an Eventbrite link.co.uk. Fast Loaders Commodore 64 Rocks live tickets. The first 5 through the door gets C64 Rocks. Is it a double album or a triple album? I cannot remember now. If you can find it in the shelf behind you somewhere to check. But the first 5 through the door, that looks like a double. No, is it a triple?
Let me open this
for you. It's a triple. Yes, it's a triple album deal.
3 beautiful.
Hold on. Let's do that.
Yeah,
there we go.
Sorry, 3 beautiful CDs. You see. I hope that all of them are visible because I don't see what I'm showing right now. But
there we go.
Yes, triple album, and the first 5 visitor who enters the concert in Leicester will receive this album free of charge.
Indeed.
Imagine that by c64audio.com.
Yes, and there's some other bits and things that Chris Abbott has promised to hand out for that concert as well. So be bright and early. Eventbrightenearly.co.co.
How about posting that URL? Did you?
I did.
Okay, good. Leicester is also a great city. I used to
Space
visit
Museum.
it. There's a space museum that I also visited there, and it's very nice. So I recommend everyone to take a side track to the Space Museum as well, if you can, and walk through the Abbey Park, and there are certain nice things to do there. So
yeah,
go for it.
It's even better now since Boz left the city. So
yeah, Boz is from there. Yeah, he was born and raised there, I think. Yeah,
I don't know if he was born there, but he certainly lived there for quite a while.
Yes, and in fact, I was actually thinking, because a friend of mine who we try to meet with for like 3 years now, and she already had a child as well, was inviting me lately to Nottingham. Nottingham is 20 minutes train ride away from Leicester, so I was just thinking if I can connect some events, but I don't know if I will be able to make it, to be honest, because there are so many things before Bit Live to do, and still not only Bit Live, also there will be a transmission at the end of the month.
Yeah, so essentially the order of execution here is Fast Loaders in the UK, in Leicester, and then Bit Live, and then transmission.
Yes.
There we go. And also, Kjetil says Fast Loaders only does triples.
Yeah, okay. How could we even think it's a double album?
Yeah,
I'm so sorry.
It's only measly peasants that do double albums.
Shame on us. Yeah. That is terrible.
Yeah, horrible.
Yes.
Except for the, I don't know, Progressive 64 and C64, the first C64 Rocks, and I don't know. Yeah. I don't know.
Still, shame. Now you... Unbelievable. But anyway, yes, Leicester is a great city. Also, East Midlands Airport is quite close. And it's, I think EasyJet flies there, if I remember correctly. So, relatively easy to reach airport too.
Oh, Derby Computer Museum. Apparently, Derby Computer Museum.co.uk.
yes, Derby is also not that far. It's not in Leicester, but Derby is not that far from Leicester either. And that city I also visited, incidentally, because, well, first few months when I started to regularly visit UK, it was Derby, not Leicester. So the whole East Midlands, I know, ask me. No, just kidding. But Nottingham is also a very nice city. I really liked it. So Leicester, Nottingham, Derby, you just travel around East Midlands and you will enjoy your time. Guarantee you that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, and yeah, I was
yep.
definitely tempted to join on that 8th of November, given that my friend also invited me, but it's just a little bit of tight timing there. So
a little bit.
Yes, and then of course Shetty added, yeah, the bit organizers sure don't have time for Leicester either. Don't you dare to go there, Ziona. You don't have time for that.
So instead of a triple album, you get a slap in the face. Go home! Shame!
Yeah, but probably better to prepare, because I think I can see myself being busy that weekend. So, but the Fast Loaders concert is always nice. So whoever can make it, because a travel to East Midlands is practically like a travel to London. It's almost exactly the same from all cities. So yeah, just check it out. Not a complicated trip, really. Also, there's train from London, by the way. It's also not that long, by the way. So,
By the way.
Any other travel information, look for Ziona. She will help.
Your travel agent.
Your travel agent. Unbelievable. Did I organize a lot lately? So, where were we? We were at playing a song for, I think, FS will be the next one who gets a song from here, because the request was Fixoid and Galway and Fixoid from 2003. That's a long song.
And it's a good one. Fixoid! Go away and Fixoid 2003. Very, very nice track. Almost 23 years old now?
Wow, yeah, 22 years, right? I mean, it was in 2003, so I guess
Well,
it's to
depends on-
2025. So
Depends on when
when it was released, yes. Yes, good question.
Where is it? Fixoid.
We will just look for it.
Oh,
Fixoid, and I want to...
it's not on Remix 64.
That is weird. I wanted to write feed, which says a lot.
It might be. It's just sorted weirdly.
No, it's actually not sorted weirdly because the thing is made with Fixoid.
No, I had weird sorting.
Yeah, you had weird sorting.
Yes.
Okay. Anyway, yeah, it's from June, I believe.
No,
June
August.
the 8th.
August 6, 2003.
That is not true because otherwise there would be a 24th month and the 2nd of the 24th month. So just above that I can see that it's the day, month and the year how it's Remix 64 is sorting. So it's June the 8th.
It's always because RKO sorts them the US way, I think.
Yeah, so you always need to think of that.
Hate this. Just get to the regular ISO 8601. Come on, people.
And about,
year, month, day.
yeah, it's very hard to unify this because there will be always one certain group of people that you will hurt with your sorting.
Yeah, it's like writing out time, like minutes, seconds, hours. Like, why would you do that? Why?
I guess it must have been convenient for someone at some point.
Must have.
Should have. Yes, we still don't have 24 months. That's how you know that that day is not
Yes,
that day is the day, not the month.
I was looking at the page with the track alone, not with the other ones.
It's okay, everyone forgives you.
No, they don't.
No?
No.
No.
Sign is gonna keep this up forever now. It's just hammering it in. Like, he doesn't know how to read dates.
14 minutes left until we have the newest edition of Remix News, and we are still catching up with June, but the person who catches up with June, that will be special.
Yes,
we can
indeed.
promise you that.
Yes,
yeah.
it's already announced in the posts I made and all of that. And it's also in the tiny bit of the thumbnail in the show promo and everything.
Those that saw the show promo, they know who will lead the Remix News today. And those that didn't, now you don't check, let us surprise you, right?
Yeah, so, and like I mentioned earlier, LaLa has already started working on the summer edition. Summer is usually a little bit slower remix-wise, so he's going to combine 2 months, so July and August, in one episode. So that's going to be nice, like a proper, I don't know, get out the hula hoops or whatever. Or, not hula hoops, the things that the Hawaiians have, the hula skirts or whatever.
That's different.
What are they called? Well,
I don't know how they are called.
Hula something
but,
as well.
We call them a weed skirt or something. Well,
because they grow everywhere. Can't get rid of them.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you don't know. But anyway, yeah.
Bastakjol, what?
Maybe this is the Swedish name of
Vi
it.
har inga kjolar på oss när vi bastar. Kom igen. Du vet bättre.
Let's not get there. What's basta in Hungarian?
Och därmed basta.
Yeah, all of us would laugh at you if that's the case, but yes.
And what does it mean in Hungarian?
Well, boss is to fuck. And
Basta?
basta is he or she fucked. So
past tense?
yeah, it's kind of involves the person as well, because we don't really say he or she before. It's enough if you say basta.
But it's past tense,
Yes, kind of.
Okay.
Yes, this is past tense.
like has
So,
fucked.
Yeah. Yeah, so anything boss is, you know, it's funny, right, LaLa? Anyway, anyway, where were we? Actually, here is something that I'd like to highlight because we were off for a while and
Yeah, and someone did a thing by someone else.
someone did a thing by someone else, and that by someone else was me. And the interesting thing is that so far I created one seed, not because I don't want to create more, but I just always did other things instead, like remixes and I don't know, on compositions or whatnot. So I always need to get back to the tool and then relearn everything. So anyway, I did one seed, and that was technically a remix of one of my original tunes. So the seed was not the first.
Or a cover.
Yes, a cover of the original tune that I composed before that.
Yeah, but that's how Rob Hubbard did his tracks as well. He recorded them off of real hardware first, then he transcribed what he had recorded into a SID.
Yeah, I mean that could work as well. So
Not that he released the original tracks first, though. He didn't do that.
yeah, so it's I guess it all depends, but well, Proton is the second one who saw something in that track, and that's very flattering. Thank you very much. Eivind also remixed it before, and it is called "This Is It" because the original track was called "This Could Be a SID."
Yeah, and
So-
funny thing is, this was released yesterday. Avind's track was released tomorrow, a year ago.
Oh wow, it looks like October is my month.
Yes.
And interestingly enough, October is always the month of big changes that involves my life, and it seems like this year it will be also true. So shortly we will learn. It's like in a few days the new chapter begins. Probably. But
Maybe.
more on that later. So, here is Proton, and this is it.
This is it. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was it.
And that was it, definitely. And
Yes, it has this nice kind of late 80s future composer feel to it. The remix, I mean. I can't remember. I heard your original Sid, but I can't remember it off the top of my head.
yeah, so
But this certainly has that feel.
no, he actually nailed the instrumentation in a way that the original track that I did, and I did it for a music compo, by the way, back in the days. That was around 2016, I think. Was it 2016? Around 2016, and in the same year, maybe it was 20. I need to check it out. Around that time. So later on, the Sid was made, and the original track had very similar instruments to what he used. So maybe at some point in this show, if there will be some hiatus,
Yes.
then we can play the original track so everyone would understand where this whole thing started from. Because it wasn't the Sid, but it doesn't matter because now it's a Sid and there could be remixes out of that. So
and you made the Sid in Sid Wizard?
Sid Wizard,
right?
yes, it was Sid Wizard. Still, I find it the most friendly. But then again, if Danko or Elman wants to do a Go Tracker presentation, I'm absolutely not against that at some point.
I think I just need to initiate that whole thing, say, kind of set a date and say, are you available? And if not, do you have a better suggestion? Well, not Oi. Elman has already accepted and said he would gladly do kind of a walkthrough thingy.
Yeah, I'm curious if I could match my way of working with that one.
Yeah, it's just I guess as with every single other music player on the 64, they're all different, but at the same time, the same. All you need to do is find your way around in that particular editor.
I know,
guess.
it's like, it's like with Reaper. When Peter led us around, was kind enough to introduce us to Reaper as the program, that seemed like very obvious. And then
I
somehow
downloaded it and ran it and all of that. I just feel more at home with Cubase, so kind of stuck with that anyway.
Yeah, and then I saw Cubase at your end, and I guess I got obsessed because everything just felt so right there to me that Cubase won over Reaper for me because it just felt right. And this is like with Adobe products, unfortunately, that if you start with them too early, then you will get used to them so much that after that everything will just feel
Yeah, I had a real problem when I started using GIMP because
Me too.
Even though I started using GIMP like, I don't know, 10 years ago, 15 years ago, something like that, and I had not used Photoshop basically at all for years and years and years. All the shortcuts and everything, I knew where to find shit in Photoshop. In GIMP, everything is backwards and missing features and just in general felt shitty. But now that I've used it more, sure, it has its benefits, but at the same time, it's hard to beat Photoshop, unfortunately.
It's hard, but there are certain things with GIMP that I can perform faster.
Yeah, definitely.
Regarding image manipulation and color manipulation, that is a very, very good thing. So I edited the series of photos with that because it felt quick. But then again, it's all about flexibility of your mind as well. Like, I don't know, do you want to adapt because it's always painful? Change is always painful, and it's yeah. But you know what, if you start with a shitty software, so to speak, or start with a painful version of a software, which Audacity, for example, is from user experience perspective,
Hello, Blender.
Yes. But if you start with that and you get used to its workflow, then oddly enough, now I feel comfortable in Audacity, and sometimes it just feels weird to go into other audio softwares when it comes to sound editing, because I got used to it so much, and it's sometimes very odd combinations of things that is just, I don't know how I got used to it, honestly, but I did. So
Yeah. It's the same as I saw, what was it called, Lightwave or something like that, back in the Amiga days, the 3D program that later kind of became Blender. But I saw that early on and I thought, fuck no. But then I got interested in doing 3D stuff, and just got, what is it now, 4 years ago? Something like that. And all of these things are made in Blender, and there you see all of the 3D animations that you see, except for the Amiga 600 that was made by Wobbler. But everything else is made in Blender by me. So was it 4 or 5 years I've been fiddling around with that?
Yeah.
And I did make like a New Year's resolution that I would learn, fuck is it called? UE? Fuck is it called? The thingy that you can do games with, and
Engine?
yes, Unreal Engine. There we go. Jesus Christ! See, can't even remember the name of the fucking thing I promised I would learn, because I want to do more of this kind of thing, but in real time. And while a track is playing and whatnot, and want to have it react to the music, that sort of thing, because why not, you know? But things are a bit backwards in Unreal Engine compared to Blender, and you can't really model things really easily in Unreal, so that's basically a good thing that I learned Blender then, I guess, so I can model shit, then import that into Unreal and do what I need to do in there. So yeah, there we go. So I still have a couple of months left to learn Unreal.
A couple of months. Yeah, right. Did someone say Corel Draw? Oh, that was...
Oh, I remember that one.
Yeah, for a short time, Proton. For a short time, I tried it. It was odd.
Yeah, Proton,
and that's
you're
all
banned.
I can say.
You're banned now. Never mention Corel Draw again. Anyway, we're late.
We're late,
So,
and there should be a remix news coming up right now, and that remix news you will love because you love the person who is good, right?
Indeedly,
Are we
doodly.
ready?
And we'll hop straight into remix news after this next track, which is For Who?
Are we? Oh.
For who is this track?
I did not realize that. Luna,
or are we doing the remix news
I thought we are
first?
doing the remix news.
Let's do that then.
Okay.
Yes, let's do that then.
Okay, then.
Here we go, remix news for everyone with Mackie Good.
Hello there folks, my name is Make and I'll be introducing the latest releases on Remix 64 from the month of June 2025. There were 18 releases in this month, 16 on RKO and 2 on AmigaRemix.com. Tag along and listen, you gotta catch them all. First up is a release from a newcomer from Russia. Soft Maniac tackled Ghost and Goblins with a remix subtitled Digitone 2 Mix, the original composed by Mark Cooksey. Coming up next, we had yet another newcomer, The Brutal Tooth. He brings us a remix of Chris Hülsbeck's Gianna Sisters title tune. Next up, we have the opposite of a newcomer, but rather remix royalty in the form of Marcel Donnet, presenting us with another Mark Cooksey classic, Battleships. Tollis released his first remix just earlier this year, and in June he added 3 more to his rapidly growing portfolio. This is the first of them, the Level 1 tune from Batman the Movie, originally by Matthew Cannon. Continuing with another Batman remix from Tollis, but this is an entirely different Batman because this remix is what is probably the most popular tune Batman ever did. JCH. The final remix from Tollis, at least for this month, is a remix of Xenophobe by Barry Leach. DJ B doesn't release remixes very often. In fact, this is only his third since 2000. But it's a beaut. It's called Synopsis. The original SID was composed by Fanta. Hawkeye is a classic Jeroen Tel Sid, here remixed by Steve Foster. Johan Andersson released his The Rockabilly Strut version of Commando. The Sid tune, created by Rob Hubbard, was based on the original arcade version by Tamayo Kawamoto. And now, back to the future. Back to Dr. Future, that is. His remix this month is titled Where Nostalgia Thrives, Hope in Dystopia. The original was composed by Benjamin Dibert, also known as Nordish Sound.
In the glow of the screen, the world unfolds, pixels dancing, memories untold. We were children chasing dreams so free, Mega Man dreams, and it be free. Time slips away like sand through our hands. Those old consoles, now in forgotten lands. R-Type battles, and now train drives, F-Zero speed, where nostalgia thrives.
If you thought Eivind would let a month go by without a release, think again. This is his interpretation of the beautiful piece by Neil Baldwin titled Another Tune for Joanne. Eivind Sommersten released his 100th release on Remix 64 this month, and he did it in less than 6 years. To put that into perspective, I have released about 60 remixes in 25 years. For this momentous occasion, Eivind chose Rob Hubbard's Nemesis the Warlock, requested by none other than Qued himself. Let's switch gears a bit. This is Imhotep, made a lot more mysterious and creepy by 7DD9, composed by Manuel D. Caballero, exactly 40 years ago in 1985. Seven DD's second release this month is a remix of the Amiga tune, The Bitch of Death by Jochen Hippel. Vandalia also decided to remix an Amiga tune. It's the song heard during the credits of Dynablaster, composed by Romeo Knight. Next up, we have a brilliant version of Alloy Run by Jontel, remixed by... oh, it's me. Our spotlight track of the month is a whimsical orchestration of the original Level 2 track from the Ghost and Goblins arcade tune by Ayako Mori. Arranged for the C64 by GRG and Laxity, and remixed by yet another quote-unquote newcomer this month, Thomas Bent. Many of you may actually better know him by his C64 handle, Scorsha. Enjoy this great piece by him. you know what? While that remix was cool, I think it was also way too short. We have time for another spotlight track, I think. Let's see what we've got left for the month of June. But what's this? Is it yet another remix that I released in June? Why, yes, I think it is. Okay, you know what? LaLa picks the tracks. I'm only reading his script. Anyway, another spotlight track for this month, and this is my kind of sort of 1950s rock and roll inspired remix of Rob Hubbard's Ace 2. You can find this remix and all the other remixes in full for free on remix.que.org and on amigaremix.com, where you can also vote on them. Time to wrap up. I have been Mackey, you have been the audience. Keep the scene alive. Hey do, and toodlepip.
Mackie good.
Brilliant.
That was a great episode, LaLa and Mackie. A big hand to both of them.
It's
Thoroughly
seriously
enjoyed that
brilliant.
one. And yeah, Mackey's skånska came through, especially on the whatever his first name was, but Dibert.
Yeah, I noticed that Swedes especially like to make jokes of each other's
Dialects.
Yeah.
Yes.
So yes.
Yeah.
Yes, but it was a brilliant episode. Like I
Very,
really
very
loved
nice.
it. Yeah. So great job, LaLa and Mackey. It's
Indeed.
it's
Really, really enjoyed that.
yes. Now I just want to know which part was LaLa and which part was Mackey.
All of it.
Yes. But anyway, yeah, they will probably listen back to this. So
Yeah. If you want to watch the whole thing in all its glory and whatnot, it's gonna be published on the Slay Radio YouTube channel at 11:30. So in about 2 hours.
yeah. Not during our show, because how would that look like?
After our show.
After our show, yeah.
Yes. Half an hour after.
Yes. Very
Exactly.
very good timing on your end. So brilliant.
Well, yeah, great work, LaLa and Morty Mackey on that one.
Well,
But
he
yeah.
worked for it. He worked on these for quite a while.
That is very true. 5 fucking years. So yes.
Yes. So
But yeah.
wow.
Yes. So summer edition coming up, covering July and August. Looking forward to that one as well.
Featuring a guy that you know
Or a gal
very
that
well.
you know.
A guy, I believe.
You believe?
I believe it's a guy. It
Must,
might be.
Must ask LaLa.
I think it is. But it doesn't matter. We are looking forward to the next editions as well. So
Indeedly do.
let's see what happens and let's see what's on our request list, because Luna's track was waiting there for a while,
Yeah,
right?
you had it queued up and everything.
Yes, I
and then
did have it queued up.
I think we can play that, and then we can play the exclusive that we
Yes,
have.
we will. So, and then there is another exclusive as well for later.
Oh.
So we are
Oh, nice.
having a very nice evening here. Luna asked for Hazel and Cauldron 2, The Witch Who Stepped in Dub remix.
Dub.
And I officially opened the Halloween time now because, well, this is that type of track.
Is it?
A hypnotic sound. With a musical beat.
Too early for the Halloween things.
that was brutal. On your end, I mean.
Pruttal.
Brutal.
Pruttal.
Brutal. Brutal.
Pruttal
Brutal?
is fun in Swedish. Prutt means fart.
Okay, prut. I'm just sniffing. I still don't like the smell of beer. It's kind of
Oh,
odd.
no.
Yeah, I know. It's a terrible thing to say for you. I know.
No,
It's
No.
not.
I didn't
Yeah.
say that. You did.
I know. I mean, it's no. It's so odd because nowadays I didn't even feel a beer smell for a while. Like I don't even remember when the last time was when I felt beer smell, and still, when it hits me, I just don't like it.
I'm just looking for.
And now a lot
There
of
we go.
people don't like me because of that.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What are you
There we
doing?
go.
What?
Posting a picture of our neighbor's house.
Not quite our neighbors.
Well, it's
The-
close by at least. So they have this every Halloween, and if you look at the garage on the right there, there's a dude that has been decapitated by the garage
but
door.
they don't see it.
They do on Discord.
On Discord,
Yes.
yes. Okay, that's true.
I can open it. Hold on.
On the
I'll,
screen.
do this, and there we go.
Yeah.
So right here we have the dude decapitated under the garage, and then this is a new one for this year. This big skeleton. These two they have had before. This grave in front is new as well.
They go all in,
And then, of
like
course,
literally.
And then, of course, these skeletons praying to the big skeleton there. So
And then Slaygon started to think, where do they store all of these for the
Yeah.
rest of the year? And then, like in the living room as a
Yeah.
decoration.
now as companions. Oh, that was a good show, wasn't it? Yeah. That's good. Or is what they say.
Yeah, but it's they don't live that close, so they are just on our way from the MMA classes and back.
Yeah, it's about
I
a
guess.
10-minute walk to this house from here.
Yeah, so but they are always going all in when it comes to Halloween decorations. So yes,
Yeah.
that's a habit.
Yep.
But also at the
We have some photos of us posing in front of previous years. Was it 2 years ago or something that we posed in front of their decorations?
did we?
Yeah.
Did we? Yeah, no, it's been a while. It's
Yeah, a
been
couple of
several
years.
years. Yeah, but they dig them fresh up each year.
Yeah, even the giant. Yes.
Yes. Yeah, makes sense. I mean, why wouldn't you
Oh.
store these underground, right?
FS says the big one is Skeletor, I assume. No, I'm Skeletor. Come on.
Yeah, I mean, anything really. So, yeah, it's kind of fun. So,
Yeah, kind of.
yeah, and at the corner of our street, we also have now a kind of. First, I thought it's to scare away the birds, because that was like a bird. How do you call it in
Scarecrow.
English? Scarecrow. Yes, a scarecrow. And then next to it is like this house haunted. Yes. And okay.
This hose is hunted.
This hose is haunted, yes. And I was like, okay, well, they definitely go all in as well. I would not write something like that on my door, but okay.
Yeah, they have the scarecrow, and then they have a tiny grave right underneath it. And it's like, what the fuck is buried there?
I mean, it's
like
it's
their pet hamster.
no judgment, but going all in with these things, it kind of starts to scare me. Like, my dad used to joke about this, that since he was Adam, it's Adam's family that we are. That's what we are, but we probably wouldn't put such a decoration at Halloween out there.
You wouldn't have needed one. He is obviously Uncle Fester.
Obviously.
And your brother is obviously Lurch.
What can I say?
And you're obviously Wednesday.
I'm obviously Wednesday. Well,
Yeah.
didn't really got the dark attitude, did I? But
No, you're kind of the opposite of Wednesday in that regard. That's true.
her friend would be probably
Yeah.
rather a match, but it all depends, I guess. Yeah, they can be sarcastic and a little bit dark sometimes. Sometimes.
Luna, are you talking about this one?
Yeah. Mm.
That's a calendar. It's the October for
This is what we got
the,
on a Zap
Zap
64.
64.
Yeah.
Thing. Where is it? Retro Fusion books.
Fusion retro books.
Fusion retro books. There
Don't
we go.
mix it up.
Sorry, I just read the white word first
So that's
because it stood out more.
That's what user experience does when you color the fonts there. You
Yes.
read the middle
Yes.
first.
Well, of course I do.
Important lessons there.
Yes.
So, what? Yes, indeed. Anyway, let's go back to our little request list and also to our exclusives because we have some.
Yes, we are going to play one of them right now.
And that would be...
It is one of Signy's original pieces, he's not sure where it goes yet, but he might go on his album that he's working on, called My Heroes, but he's not sure yet. But it's you hear it yourself in a bit, but it's called Shapes, and it's I would say shaping up nicely.
Okay.
So here is Shapes by Signy 6581. Or D's Music. Shiny with shapes. Sounding
And
really, really nice.
very dreamy,
Yes.
very floating. It's if
Yeah,
Martinland would be here, he would say we are floating here.
Yes, Proton said parallax vibes. And yes, the start is very much parallax vibes.
Yeah. So very nice as
I like it.
usual.
And AceDK does the exclamation mark uns.
Not quite, is it?
Yeah, actually, he's actually onto something because the first time he sent this to me about 10 minutes before the show. I listened through it while you were preparing upstairs, and the thing that hit me first was when listening to this is shit. This could kind of easily develop into one of those weird Deadmau5 tracks. Because he likes using all of these modular synths and shit like that, and these long floaty things and whatnot, and then you have this kind of a hard break, and then you get this EDM-y kind of dirty drums. I'm imagining for this, like a dirty, hard EDM type drums.
Yeah, I can
And
see
then-
why.
Yeah, kind of shifting over to a more 4/4 type of a thing, you know. But yeah, wonderful soundscape in this one. I love it.
Yeah, absolutely. And Marcel just arrived in
Oh,
time, it
hoi.
seems, as well. I don't
Did-
know if he heard the previous track, but I think he would like it.
Yes, did you hear it, Marcel? Should we play it again?
Just because you joined.
Yeah.
Yes, just because. So yeah, that would be. And that definitely could have been that too. An EDM start of
Oh, yeah.
things. I don't know why I like those tracks. I definitely always apply that dramaturgy in my tracks as well. That it starts nicely, slowly, whatnot, and then bam, let's get into it.
Yeah, I'm kind of brutal with that. I like the soft starts too, but I like to kind of have a not a build up into the drama, but a kind of a hard break into the drama. I don't know. Black Lamp is a good example of that.
Oh yeah, I love Black Lamp. That was a really good tune. It is still a really good tune.
Yeah, I like it. It's a bit different from the things I usually do. What?
The fuck is this?
Because I upgraded it.
Oh my god! What?
Continue with this unsupported browser. Yes, please do.
My goodness! So now Nextcloud won't be supported because you were Nextcloud is upgraded, but you are not upgrading your browser. That's logical.
Yeah, well, that runs Windows 7. It's an old machine. But
Life is hard.
We'll replace that browser with something decent.
Okay. All right.
Okay, all right.
Alrighty then.
Whatevs.
Yeah, it's fine. Maybe we should play a request now and then the second exclusive after that. How about that?
That sounds like a plan.
That sounds like a good idea.
A good idea.
Yeah, it's... Is it really that many tracks that we have played so far as requests? Because that's not that much.
What? We played quite a few. It's just that there was a 20-minute gap for remix news.
Yeah, but it feels very odd that...
But we have played more tracks today than we usually do on the show.
It really feels odd that there are 3 tracks only in played requests, so I don't know how that happened.
Okay.
Yeah, I know, right? It's weird.
That's weird. Well, we did start with one that I put in the tractory thing.
I know. That's the starter track, usually something new, something nice. But yeah, anyway, I don't know what happened there, but
1, 2,
you can
3,
look it up
4,
meanwhile.
5, 6, 7. Oh, 6 tracks we have played.
Yeah, so you can look this up meanwhile. We play Funky Data's request, which is Funk Reflex
How do you spell that?
Funk Reflex and Thundercats without fear mix.
Thundercats. Nice one. Thunderbats.
Isn't that
Thundercats.
nice?
And thank you, Maltus. Resubscribed on that there Twitch. 48 months.
Thank you
It's
so much.
half an eternity.
Yes.
Eternity.
Internet and eternity.
Intern. Mhm.
Yes.
Intern IT.
Internal IT. Yes, that's where we reach out when we have IT related problems, and then they ask this. That's on my T-shirt. Well, they don't, but my hair doesn't let it to be seen. But that would be my first thing to ask as well whenever someone has a problem. So it's all good.
Well, if I do that with either the tractor machine or this stream machine, they go bonkers because neither of them have CMOS battery. That works, which is why I have new ones
Oh,
that I need to
brilliant.
install. But yeah, that machine forgets the date, which means certificates don't work. Among other things, and obviously all the BIOS settings, but the defaults are fine on that one. This one also forgets the time and date, but it also drops all the encryption keys from the BIOS, so always need to reinstall drivers with new keys and whatnot to get it back online. So yeah, I'm gonna replace those batteries because a couple of weeks back my Shelly modules in the power central kind of went dark, and had the electrician over here to bypass them and all of that. And to do that, obviously they need to shut everything down. And then, yes, obviously, problems ensue.
Yes, obviously.
Yes, because reasons.
Ah, my God. IT, only the problems.
Yes.
But we have another exclusive on our table.
Exclusive.
Thanks to Proton. And this is already in the queue, but haven't been approved yet, as far as I know. It's the final version of Echoing.
I think
That it
if
got released
we
meanwhile.
check,
I don't see
here.
it.
faster.
I
this
do not
is-
see it.
Oh, no, it's not. I was
So-
checking the Friends of Slay channel on Discord, which is feeding the RKO RSS feed onto there.
Okay. So anyway, it's not out there yet, but it will be soon, and this one is called Echoing. echoing
By Proton,
by Proton.
because it was muted when
Oh.
you said Proton.
Okay, yes, Proton
you
and
didn't
echoing.
unmute.
Oh, I did not unmute because you are doing it
Yes.
always.
Well, you
That's
can,
why
you can see if it's muted or not.
I wasn't
was a
looking.
bit busy doing things here.
I wasn't looking,
Well.
and you can't expect me to do something when you do it literally every other time.
Yes, well,
So either you or me. There's no in between.
Yeah,
If
well.
I'm doing it, I will remember. If
yeah,
I'm
well,
not doing
I was
it,
busy,
I won't.
busy over here. I didn't realize the song ended.
Right. Okay. Anyway.
But nice one, Proton.
Anyway, yes, nice. Thank you very much for sending it over. And we entered the last hour. And this time we started on time, so maybe
We did
Slaygon
indeed.
expects us to finish at 11:00.
Yes. I do.
You do. You always do. But then I can always convince you.
And her face says, "Oh, you're so cute thinking that."
That's what my face says.
Uh-huh.
Is that what my face says?
That is exactly what your face says.
Okay. You're not wrong.
No, I am always right.
But always.
Which means we end at 11.
We never did that.
No, because you're always late.
Well, but at least we
No,
go.
you were not. Sort of.
Not sort of, no.
Yes, sort
not
of.
sort of, no.
The intro was running when you arrived.
Well, but I was sort of there.
Exactly, sort of. That's what I said.
Unbelievable, you are. Anyway, there's a request here by Slobodan Prolaz.
Okay.
I'm just
Hi, Slobodan.
Slobodan. Yeah, I tried to read it backwards, but it did not make any sense. So I guess that's what it is. And the request is DHS Super Seg del Amore.
Hey, that's a nice one.
Citofono for your heart, and I never know how to pronounce this track, so at some point I will ask him about this.
Yeah, Italian isn't really my forte either.
It's not your forte, but it would be a nice place to live, right? The retired years and all of that.
Geographically, kind of, sort of, yeah, ish.
Yeah. Okay, we vote for Spain. I know.
Economically, not maybe so much, but
Why it's cheap compared to Sweden.
well, yeah, if you come there with money, then it's probably fine.
Well, how did you plan to go there? Without money? Is
Yeah,
that okay? Well, okay, right.
Live off of fishing and whatnot, you know.
Sounds
Yeah.
the dream of a retired person. Well, some
Yeah.
of them at least. So
Why not?
anyway, DHS and this track.
That one.
Le sorprese dell'amore si apriano in questo bel, il loro suono travolgente, stillevo della trance, accompagnato dalla hi-hat, un duo potente clap, molto presto a guardare il suono. questo peso incasinato fa tutta l'IHS. Tanto io sono svedese e sono questo a dire. Ora arriva anche il Sir che non si portano.
Your phone is ringing. Answer it.
I got scared you saying that.
Oh, say
Nice one.
indeed. Very nice.
Yep.
Boom.
Yes, that works.
Fully the bomb.
The hit of the evening. The pop hit of the evening.
Yes, 15 years old by now. That track.
We should totally do another show of like pop hit remixes, like remixes that could have been played at a normal radio station.
Yes.
That would
I
make
agree.
sense. Huh?
Yeah.
We already played we had an edition of vocal remixes at
Yes,
some
we
point.
did. That was years ago.
Yeah.
But we have two ideas now. One that you just mentioned, and the other one is a work in progress evening. So only works in progress. So we would need to prepare for that, obviously.
Yeah, that needs some preparation. Indeed.
Set up a place where people can upload their works in progress and all of that. So we have them collected and that sort of thing.
Yeah, true. But no, we have more ideas than these two. But let's say that maybe we start with these. That would make sense, right?
Huh? What? With these?
Doing the not these as in these, the remixer these, Shiny, but maybe we can start with these ideas. Yes.
Yes.
The first one is easier that I presented just now. And then the work in
Definitely, yes.
progress idea needs some work in progress.
One of the reasons I stopped doing the flip side is because it took so long getting material from people, and after a few shows it kind of got stale in a sense, because, well, people ran out of original tracks that they have already released that we can actually play on Slay Radio.
Well, it's a hard job.
Yeah, but there's still a good few of the actual albums, like Drown Inc. from Romeo Knight, his band. There's a bunch of Danko stuff, a bunch of Rhines stuff on there.
Where is he banned from?
Huh?
Where is he banned from?
The music industry.
Well, you said he's banned.
His band, yes.
Yes, but it
Not
sounded
his
like
band.
he's banned.
Not he is banned.
Well, pay attention, I'm gonna make fun of you now. The ice cream will lick back, as we say it in Hungarian.
Well, that kind of set the level for the hitting back, I guess.
Or the bunny is taking the weapon, not the hunter.
Oh, you've been watching Bugs Bunny, have you?
Something like that, yes. But we have these as actual sayings, yeah. And I'm not really sure.
Rabbit.
I'm not really sure about the English equivalents of these expressions, but when the situation is twisted around,
Yes,
what
turned.
do you say? Turned around. The tables
don't
have
know.
turned.
Yes, I don't know.
The tables have turned.
Yes, but if there's something like the ice cream licks you sort of a thing, I don't
The
know
ice
of
cream
any.
licks back.
Yeah, that sounds like
It
the
licks
worst.
back, okay?
That sounds like the worst action movie ever. The ice cream licks back. This fall.
I think it's a great expression, and I can't help that you don't understand why.
I
but
understand. I understand the phrasing and the whole concept and all of that.
No,
but
we are
it
doing
sounds
the-
like a bad action movie.
Okay, we usually laugh like, oh, the ice cream licked back. Yeah, anyway.
Revenge of the ice cream, says
Yes.
FS. You can have fun with that.
Yes. Yes, we can.
And these days with Sora and whatnot, you can generate AI. You can have someone walking around with an ice cream cone, and it all of a sudden comes to life and slaps you in the face or whatever.
Yeah, true. We can make it lick back now. But it's also like, oh, God, I was so misled the other day because I didn't notice that little logo on the video, and there was a baby and a cat, and it was so real. Like the baby was just hitting a book. There was a cat, and then the cat pointing at a book, and the cat was looking exactly like the cat in the book, but in a cartoon form. And then it's like, I was like, oh, this is so freaking cute. And then I sent it, and this is AI. Oh, really? Oh, no.
Yeah, it says Sora all over the fucking place.
Well, I just didn't notice because, reasons. Like, why would I notice that? It's just, yeah.
Yeah, if you want to believe.
I want to believe. That's true.
That cats and babies can communicate. They
Sometimes
have their own
they
language.
can, okay.
Oh yeah, definitely on that level.
Well, maybe not on that level, but on a level, probably they can.
Yeah, the cat definitely knows when to escape when those grippy claws filled with snot come around.
No, but the cats also sometimes sleep with the baby, and they protect the baby, okay?
Mm-hmm. Sometimes they do.
And that's so nice of them.
Yes. Oh, and Mackey says, thanks for the nice feedback, everyone. I'm at a conference, so I have actually not watched LaLa's final product on the Remix News. Yeah, it was freshly rendered earlier this morning.
Yes.
So no wonder you haven't seen it.
And you
yes.
should regret you haven't seen it because it's amazing.
Yeah,
yes.
but by 11:30 tonight, you are probably done, at which point it will be published on the Slay Radio YouTube channel. So go check it out. It was really nice.
Where are you at a conference at 10:15? Or are you in our time zone by any chance? Like, what kind of conference happens after 10 p.m.?
Because there's plenty of them. You go on you end the conference at like 80-ish in the evening, then you have dinner and whatever.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I know certain types of conferences that happened that late, but...
He's usually the one holding the conferences these days.
He has the voice for that. For sure.
He certainly does.
Yeah, he does.
He's
He's got the voice.
What is it? Like agile training and whatever else it was. Like a teamwork sort of a thingy mabob he does.
I just don't see this happening at 10 p.m. in Sweden, where the work-life balance is probably one of the best in the world. And
yeah, but if you're off-site, you're in a place where the whole thing is just colleagues and whatnot. There's no going back home to your regular life. You're like in a castle somewhere on the countryside, whatnot. You're having a very nice duck dinner, feeling royal or whatever.
Oh yeah, I could have that. Sorry?
You already had a pizza. Come on, you can't be hungry.
Half of a pizza. Don't forget.
You can't be hungry again.
No, I can't.
And chocolate. You had chocolates as well.
Yeah, I had that too. Yes.
Yes, you did.
I can't be hungry again. Yes. I'm trying not to be.
Doing well over there, are you?
Yeah, so far. Anyway, so does anyone want to hear the original of This Is It, which was called This Could Be a Sid, and that was the completely first original version of my track, which was
became
released,
a Sid.
Which became a Sid after that, and it was released at Function 2016 music competition. If I remember correctly...
You do.
If I remember correctly, did it? It was somewhere at the top. I don't know if it won or not.
Winner entry for Function 2016
okay.
demo party.
I remember remember that certain people came to me and they said that, I usually don't like your tracks, but I like this one for some reason. And I'm like, wow, I'm flattered. Thank you very much. That's nice. So, yeah, that was, I guess there was some inspiration behind.
Yeah.
Yeah, so...
Yeah. So here it is. This could be a Sid, which it
Could
then
be.
became.
It became a Sid, yeah. There was no fiddly-dum.
No fiddly-dum, no fiddly-dum. That kind of puts my mind to, or visually I see people in like a gym setting with tights and whatnot, like 80s, big fluffy curly hair and whatnot, jumping around.
Wow.
Kind of like the Eric Prydz video, you know.
Okay, that's not really far from the truth, really. I mean, that's not that far away from me as in an idea, but also some other people said that it reminded them of games like racing games and stuff. And
yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
I mean, this is like the hidden inspiration. The hidden inspiration when you don't know what exactly inspired you, but it is just there, right? And oh, Marcel, fantastic. Really? I mean, that's a very flattering word from you, and thank you. But is it?
Is it?
But is it? Thank you. It's so you just don't know what inspires you and is there. Like you have no idea where it came from. Sometimes it can be like a voice back of some sort of track or whatever, but then it becomes something new. And I think that, well, I was during the latest 10 years at least, I was kind of bad with starting to prepare tracks on time so I can properly finish them for compose. So many of my tracks that kind of got released at parties, they are like work of 2 nights basically, or 1 night, or rather 2 nights, like 2 days or 2 nights are kind of required to put them into some sort of shape to be released. But yeah, not happy about that fact, and sometimes I'm so not happy that I'm just not uploading them after that to SoundCloud, and then they are just waiting there forever later on. But
yeah, don't you have one of the rock tracks that you were supposed to redo at some point?
Yes, I
like
do.
a Tell track or whatever.
Yeah, the Afterburner is still
That's the
there
one.
and
Yes.
waiting, and maybe at some point I will just get bored and I will upload it as it is, because sometimes that happens.
Yeah, like me,
but-
went through some old crap and just uploaded it because I thought, well, I'm never gonna touch this shit again, so I'll just upload it as is. I know
mean,
it needs work and all of that, but I like the
Yeah.
idea.
Yeah, the idea was there, and then it just didn't get polished to
Yeah.
the max. So, but yeah, this one was. I think I asked Vincenzo in the end to do some
Yeah,
mixing there, because I was legendarily bad with layering the instruments and then don't knowing what to do with that. Now I'm getting a little bit better at that part, but still a lot to learn there. And the more I do, the more I feel like I have to learn. So yeah.
Yeah, it's a deep, never-ending story.
No, but
Never-ending story.
but I like that. I like that some people are just able to make the things oomph in the track. It's the same track, but it's just oomph, and there is that oomph there that he could add to the whole thing. So I really liked that, and he didn't change anything. Basically, it was just getting focused on the right frequencies properly. So
Yeah, just add oomph.
oomph. Yes, please add oomph, and it's gonna be all right. DLD is really good with adding oomph. Oh my god, I really want to learn how to do that. So
Yes, and crunchy oomph.
yes, that's so desperately want to learn how to do that. But yes, it's gonna come at some point, I guess. So
At some point.
yes,
Practice makes perfect.
I guess. So yes, and where were we? We were at the next request, which would be a good one, JT in Space. Arok 2019 remix by Theo.
I don't know. Mosquitoes in space. boop.
Yes, Tio and JT in Space, iRock 2019 remix.
Not even a symbol at the end. Nothing. Just do. That's it.
Yeah, not even a symbol.
Yeah.
Okay, not symbol, but
Formerly
yes,
known as something else.
the symbol.
Yes.
Yes, okay. Right, but now I know what we will play. But yes, anyway, that was requested, the previous one, by Luna. So, yes.
A nice
that-
track, though.
It is. Theo knows what he does
He does.
for many, many years now.
Yes.
And
That was
he
from,
is like a...
That was from 2019.
Yes, so he is like a very prolific participant of music and remix compose.
Oh, yeah. He's
So-
in every fucking music compo. Whatever demo part you switch on to and listen to,
Exactly.
he has a track in the compo.
Yes, exactly. So he belongs to the music compo, basically.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah, he was in the same. I can't remember where he ended up. I think he was in the same compo I sent in my my track, Train of Thought.
Uh-huh.
Edison? Was he Edison?
I think
I
it
can't
might
remember.
have been. Yeah, or was it?
I think it was Edison.
Okay.
But yeah, I think he had a track in there as well.
I could have that ice cream that Luna posted now. No, I'm not hungry.
Glass bought,
Yes.
but with white chocolate? That's wrong.
No, it has to be chocolate. The
Yes.
darker, the better.
The actual chocolate.
Yes. There are just days when white chocolate doesn't make sense. That's what it is. And
Then because it's not chocolate, that's why it doesn't make sense.
I mean, sometimes it made sense, but
No, because it's not chocolate.
yeah, but
Like
you
say,
know,
it's like here's some brown liquid. I call it coffee, but it ain't coffee.
okay, yeah, I know, but it's a weird one with white chocolate, because I think I didn't always think that way. Like there was these magnums that the vanilla magnums, white chocolate and vanilla, white chocolate and strawberry. And lately, I think since 30 plus, basically, I'm ignoring white chocolate and I turned towards dark chocolate, like heavily, not like dark chocolate only, because there should be something to balance it out sometimes, the bitterness and all of that, but it's just no, I mean, it just doesn't make sense to me anymore, and I don't know why. Maybe because of the potassium that it contains, or whatever that is in the cacao component there, but well, cacao is
Just
needed
have
for
a
chocolate.
banana then. Have a banana then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I could have that too. I mean,
With chocolate.
with chocolate. Banana split. That's what it. Oh, banana split. Oh, one of my favorite old mods. We need to play this now. I know, and now we can, because basically we still have some space here, and
Well, I have a better idea.
no, you don't.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't. I need to send this to you now.
Yeah. While you send that.
And
Very good.
it's by a Finnish person.
Oh, I have a
And-
better one.
No,
Yes, I do.
no, you cannot
Yes,
possibly
yes.
have a better one.
Tell me if this is not better.
Oh, banana boat. Okay.
Yeah, man. Oh.
But you should stop me playing that.
Yeah,
Where's
man.
Yogi when you need him? I did unmute, and here we go. No, we don't.
This.
Oh yeah, right. Hi.
Oh, and I forgot one thing.
No, you did. You did.
Huh?
Why? What did you?
One thing.
Yeah. What did you forget? Okay. Well.
I forgot this one. Hi, hello.
Oh, that one. Okay.
Yes.
That was necessary.
Yeah, yeah. Who knows? I don't know. I just thought I'd fix that while I'm up and running anyway.
So do you fix the next song?
Yes,
That
I am.
also has
It's also
something
yes, and
with banana,
it's also short.
but it's also very good.
It is also a mod.
And one of my old favorites, basically. And you know how to pronounce the guy's name. I only know Dizzy. Yeah, Dizzy. I know Dizzy.
Juha Kujanpää.
Kujanpää. Okay.
Kujanpää.
Juha Kujanpää. And Banana Split.
Banana Split. Bananas. Oh, wait, what? That was the other song.
Almost.
Here is Banana Split by Dizzy.
Oh my god, it's still freaking amazing that it started to play again. It's
it's a different track. Why is it playing a different track? Oh, it's a playlist. You sent a playlist.
No, I did not.
Yes, you did.
I tried
you sent
not
a playlist.
to. I tried not to, but
well, you did. It's the at list at the
I
end.
realized, but I removed the last part of the U. It doesn't matter. Anyway, my bad. But
It's fine.
But this track, how it blew my mind when I was like 13 years old and I put my hands on the first mod collection that I got. I know nothing about demo scene. Yes, I knew nothing about demo scene at this point. I didn't know any people who are doing these things, and it was just a whole collection of mods and XMs and S3Ms and. You know, it was just, I heard this and I was like blown away. Like I remember how I was like knowing almost nothing about music, but this was already like enchanting me completely. Like how many ideas are in there? Like you can hear and see how he manipulates all the samples there.
Yeah, like Siny says, crazy amount of commands. Yes,
that's one of those mods that had crazy amount of commands, all the jumps in the on the samples to the proper parts, and then it's so polished and it's so perfect as it is. Like literally, there is no single voice or note that I would put somewhere else, and it has all these jazzy elements, and it's just, I don't know.
Yeah, it's a very, I again visually see someone with a kind of a 50s or 40s wide skirt doing like a dancey thing, on the dance floor.
Yeah,
like
true. Yeah.
Like not the twist, but what are the other dances you did back in the day? I can't remember now, but back and forth with the skirts and all of that, and the
Yes.
dress kind of flying around, sort of a thing.
Yes.
And
then,
I see trumpets and all of that.
yes, and then to think about this, that the only part that he might have borrowed is the first few notes of the Beverly Hills
Axel
Code.
F.
Wow, that's like, no, it's just a pure masterpiece for me. It's
It's
still
great.
blowing my mind. Yeah,
It's
So-
great.
he is great indeed. Okay, end of bananas. What should we do next? Here is
Oranges, maybe.
We will. But here's FS, for
Apples?
example. Well, maybe not, but fallen leaves. How about that? Because it's autumn after all.
We have our apple trees with a lot of fallen leaves. We still have apples in one of the trees.
Which
that
we need to pick.
We need to pick them probably this weekend before they start to rot in the tree itself.
Yes, otherwise we won't have any apple juice, and I'm gonna be sad because
we
the apple
have-
juice here is amazing.
We picked 4 boxes. We get deliveries from Marthem in big boxes, and we filled them with apples from one of the trees, half of which I have now thrown away because they started rotting and whatnot in the boxes.
Yes, shame.
So I
Anyway.
was waiting for the other tree to kind of ripen and all of that, so we could, because it's
Do
a
this in
big
one
fucking
go.
process
Yeah.
to juice everything, and I didn't want to do it twice. My back is already fucked, so I don't want to make it worse. So I want to do everything in one go. So hopefully this weekend we can pick the rest of the apples and start doing juice.
Yeah, I would love that. Okay, so anyway, FS requested rock and fallen leaves. Sami Seppe.
Not Sami.
Oh,
Sami.
not Sami. Sami.
Yeah,
Sami.
Sami are the Sami
I know.
people living up north.
I know. Sorry about that. leaves have fallen.
That could have been a good Doom ending there.
And imagine he skipped this opportunity.
Mm.
But sometimes he's listening.
Sometimes he is.
So
Hello, Rock.
maybe he feels sorry for you and he will do a Doom just for you.
Nah, it's just a bit. FS asks, will the cider be ready for Bergen? No. The juice, apple juice, will, but I will have my son, I think, do the cider. He has a very, very good mentor in his godfather, who just happens to be Danko, who is a master brewer.
How much part of the apple juice do you want to make cider of?
All of it.
No, definitely not.
Of course not.
No.
We're gonna do a test batch and see how it goes.
It's just so good, guys. You can't imagine how good that apple juice is. I couldn't either until I tasted it. It's just
anyone who has tasted freshly pressed apple juice knows what it tastes like.
But it's something that is probably the hardest to press in any household, basically, because you can have these orange squeezer things and you can easily put your hands on those, but the Apple equipment is a bit more complicated, I think. And
you need to crush the apples and then you squeeze them.
And oh my God, that is just a taste gasm. Like, I just want it again. Like, seriously, you need to do it. I mean, we need to do it. I will help with whatever I can, but it's mostly Slaygon who presses.
Yeah, so we need to pick the apples first. So that's step number 1.
Yeah.
And after that, once we pick them, I want to do all of it in one go, and preferably as soon as possible after we pick the apples. Because now they are just about ripe in the other tree.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Yes.
And Berlusconi asks, how do you travel to Bergen? How many hours does it take to take there and back? We fly there from Gothenburg, and it takes
about 1 hour.
Yeah, about an hour to fly there.
From here. Yeah, it's very fast, and yes, we fly with Widerøe.
Yeah. Widerøe.
Yes, it's a small flying company.
Airline.
Airline. Thank you. Flying company. Why am I doing this anyway? Airline. It's a small airline, and it's very cute. They have cute planes, and
it's like two seats on each side, and it's about 20 rows or whatever.
And they have these propellers on
the propeller planes. Yeah,
the propeller planes on the wings. Yes, and
they are propeller planes. Yes,
it's just so nice, and it's very fast from Gothenburg. So we consider ourselves lucky.
Yes, indeed. I did take the train once from Örebro and over the mountains and all of that shit all the way to Bergen back in 1990 or 89. There was a party there that Eivind actually organized. I didn't know that until just recently, like a few weeks back. I went back to check which party it was.
Yes.
And turned out Eivind was one of the organizers. Yeah, and if you've heard the track Completo, one of the best SIDs ever made, I was given that at another party up in Stockholm, one of the Easter parties by Horizon. Was given that because I went around asking, like, do you have a track I can put in my demo part and whatnot? And I got a track from Watchman of Triad. So yeah, I have a great track here and whatnot. Turns out it was Atu's Completo, and it wasn't supposed to be released. But I did release it at the demo party in Norway. Oh yeah, that was Porsgrunn, not Bergen. The Bergen thing was another thing. We accidentally happened upon burglary into a store, and saw a couple of guys running out with several coats and whatnot, and they met us outside, and just handed us big fucking clubs of meat. I'm like, here you go. Like, what the fuck am I gonna do with this? And me and Bob, I think it was, ran up some stairs and just sat at the top of the stairs, looking down at the stores and going like, when are the police gonna arrive? Like, it's been 45 minutes. My hands are getting cold from this deep frozen meat. After an hour we left. Just
With the meat?
No, we left it there. But anyway, completo, atu, etc. Blah blah blah. That was Porsgrunn, I think, in the demo called Boozed, one of the Wonderlands that has a subtitle, as it were.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah. Nothing
Nice.
to do with Bergen. I can't remember what we released in Bergen.
Eyvind was the main organizer. Yes.
But I can't
And-
remember what we released at that party in Bergen. Yeah.
It's hard sometimes when someone is that
1990?
old.
Was it 1990? I think it might have been 1990.
But anyway, yeah, good night, Signy, by the way,
Oh,
if we
good night.
would say that. And Funky Data, I can't imagine having a good and delicious smoke before the apple juice, because smoke is not really delicious for me. I really hate the smell of cigarette as well. Sorry about that. Anyone who is having cigarettes now, yes, you hate me too. But it's no, it's not that I want to get anything or anyone out of sight, but I just don't like the smell of it. Yes, so
I don't mind it.
I know you don't mind it because you used to smoke, and
I did.
thank God you stopped.
I did.
And I did not push you to stop, but thank God that you did.
Yeah, I just ran out of cigarettes and thought, nah, fuck it.
Yes, thank you. I mean, I don't mind the snooze part because at least that's not smelly, but yeah, it's there are just things I can't make friends with, and this is, I guess, the smell of a classic beer or smoke, or very weird, I know, the fresh newspaper smell, the classic newspaper that is black and white. And sometimes it happens that next to me on plane, someone starts to read newspaper, spreads it out, and I'm like, okay. Probably nobody thinks that way as I think, but I really hate that smell.
I like that smell.
No, I don't like it.
I do.
I don't
Kind
know
of like
what
I
to like
like
about that.
kind of like I like the smell of the gasoline mixed with oil that you put in mopeds.
And that's great. Yeah, okay. Well,
Anyway,
I mean,
we are running out of time.
Yes,
we have
we are.
2 minutes left, and then we're
no, not quite. I mean, let's
Yes,
see.
we are. very quiet after 11.
Okay. So should we finish the show then with Ivana Hampalot's request?
That sounds like a good name. How are you doing this evening, Ivana?
Ivana.
Ivana. Yeah, Ivana Hampalot.
Yes, but Ivana Hampalot is more funny
Is it?
because I want to hump a lot.
You do? You have an edge of a table here, you can hump that.
Anyway, he, she, we don't know. I mean, Ivana sounds like a she, but we don't know. Them, they requested Dr. Future and Light Force. So probably this is the closing track for tonight, I guess, when
I
it comes
guess.
to Slaygon. Yes,
Yes.
okay. And, well, that means that we have to say goodbye here and inform you about a few things coming up, as usual.
Yes, we have a little bit of a show schedule on that there Boz Radio. We have Z Factor Rekindled by Ziduder on Saturday, and then on
Super
Sunday.
Secret Sunday Show.
Yes,
Oh.
video only, and it's on Twitch only, so not the regular relays. And Matt Ricardo, it's on his way, okay,
And
on Monday.
listen to him because it might be his last month right now for broadcasting for a while. So to tune in to Matt.
do tune into Matt.
Do tune into Matt.
Then we have Cactus with his pricks out, Rude, on Tuesday. And then the Humpy Hump show right after. I think those two are related somehow. Cactus brings his prick out, and then Boz comes along and humps. I think there might be a connection there. Maybe. I don't know.
All those humps.
Oh.
All those humps.
Lovely lady humps.
But anyway, yes, that. And then next week we will be back. And we really aim to be back, really. We promise, even if it's a red day in Hungary, as I see.
Oh, no.
Because it's...
but because it's a red day here as well. Now.
Too much information, I guess. But okay. But it's...
Slightly.
It's... 56 revolution, the celebration of the revolution of 56. And yes, people forget, some people forget very soon in Hungary. That's a different story. Anyway, it's, in 1 week, the next show will happen. And we hope not to have any hiatuses in the near future until Bergen's week, obviously. So that's the
Bergen's week.
20th of November. So until then, we will go consistently on Slay Radio on Thursdays. We really hope so. And that also includes that we hope we won't get sick because, all those flus and colds going on right now. And then, of course, don't forget about the Fast Loaders concert at Leicester in the UK at the 8th of November, Saturday.
In 3 weeks.
Yeah, so it's quite easy to get to Leicester even from London. And it's basically like traveling to London almost. So
it's a hoppity skip.
It's a hoppity skip indeed. So if any one of you can make it, we would also make it if it wouldn't be right before Bit Live. But we need to prepare there. So I guess.
And also, just so we do not forget, Transmission 64 is in 43 days and 16 hours.
Oh, don't even remind me.
Get your remixes started.
Remixes?
Your SIDs and demo parts.
Remixes for Bit Live.
Yes, remixes for Bit Live.
And the Bit Live remix compose deadline is a bit earlier than the party, so make sure to check the rules because Bit Live will have a remix compo and Transmission 64 is a 64 only party.
Yes.
So 64 releases are accepted only, exclusively.
Yes, and this time around, you do not need to appear in person, which is good.
This time around.
Yes, this time around.
Like with every year.
This one time only.
Yeah.
You can actually send in your entries remotely.
Remote entries only.
Yes, at t64.to. Head over there and check all the information.
Yes, okay.
Okay.
Did we say anything that we had to say?
No, we said nothing that we had to say.
Okay.
We said everything else.
Great.
Except for the things we had to say.
Yeah, great. So, anyway, have a good night and a good weekend, and we will see each other next week on next Thursday. And I guess sleep in tight.
Good night. Have a good night, and thank you so much for joining us, and see you again next Thursday. Good night and have
Thank you, everyone. Bye.
Sweet dreams. Bye-bye.
You're listening to Slay Radio, Slay Radio, Slay Radio. You're listening to Slay Radio, Slay Radio, Slay Radio.